myself had tried to go live on Goodwood Revival today, but there's something seriously going on with the connection. So here is a quick intro of what we're doing. As you can see, Annabelle's too damn small in comparison to me. I don't quite know how to solve it.
I think it has going to have to be a higher one. Yeah. A panoramic, so to speak.
So, literally, we've been walking around. We've seen a lot of... Hello, Cobras. How you doing, man? Sorry, I'm just getting taken in by all these cars wandering around and so on. Wandering, that's an interesting word. Anyway, we put together quite a lot of video of walking around the paddocks. Typically, the Revival Live seems to be holding now, doesn't it, Annabelle? Have you noticed the Revival is actually holding?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. In which case, I'll turn the camera around, you can actually see what we can see. Little Messerschmitt here. Been looking at the new Land Rover Defender inside. As you can see, everybody's dressed in their finery. Oh, he's there, is he? For Autocar. How cool. That's the thing about Revival. It's one of those, if you're an automotive enthusiast in any way, shape or form, you will be at this event. As you can see, the track behind us. There's also a theme this year of... There's also a lot of minis in there, some 500s and a gold van. Now, I have no clue what that film would be. It's quite strange. I mean, if you can put in the comments about the film that I'm actually talking about with the 3 minis, red, white and blue, I think Michael Caine may be in it. And also, I think there's a bus in there, Croker? Well,
Mr. Bridger.
Who? Mr. Bridger, eh? Okay, yes. So if you can name the movie in the comments, then we know that you know about your classic cars and your classic films and your Michael Caine films. I'll have a quick walk around here so you can see what's going on. If we walk this way, I'm quite impressed with the live holding up now. We're going to walk over and we can see some of the vehicles moving from the paddock to the racetrack. Yes. So we can get into the paddock. You see everybody is dressed to impress. It's a series Land Rover. As you can see, with the Land Rovers here, there's also, it looks like, oh my word, it's like we've picked the perfect time. There's an Aston Martin going down. If you look in here, you'll see some Bentleys. Well, we came back just in time. You got to hear the rumble of the car there. Gonna have a walk around, see what's going on back into the paddock this way. If I have a look to the right, you'll see the paddock. I'm trying to step back, not get run over, and show you some cars at the same time. We'll be back here bright and early tomorrow to show you what's going on, but look at this Aston Martin just pulling out now. Well, your eardrums literally vibrate, and it's worth every second, it really is. Classic minis. Some really early Maseratis here as well. As you can see, the caliber of racing cars is quite staggering. There's also lots of videos coming from this. We've seen a few modern cars, but the majority are vintage and classic, as you can hear the rumble of V8s and who knows what else racing down the track. As you can see, we walk through and we're going to walk back towards Earl's Court. So that's like a mini tour of the Studios Motor Show in front of us with Earl's Court. There's barbers here, you can buy literally anything. It's quite weird. If there's something vintage you want, you can get it here. There's tweed jackets for sale and all types of things. You can also get cheese on toast, which is pretty cool. And you've got the Clico, and as you can see, the guys there are on here. So, you are going to be in for a treat now. And we're going off on a journey on the back again. So you get to see a full tour of Goodwood Revival from the back of one of these electric mobility through things.
We don't know if we're supposed to stand on the back or not, but we are doing.
Well, we keep seeing other people doing it. So we're about to start rolling. Well, exactly. Off momentarily, and you will see us drive under the race circuit and back towards the car.
We might lose signal in the tunnel, by the way.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay,
and we're rolling.
Hey, hold on, Ben. Whee!
Now this is the way to see Goodwood Revival, it really is. Yes, if you know the film name, it may be there, you never know. Lots of videos coming as well. If you look in front of us, I feel like a bit of a tour guide, to be honest. Will it be approved to tow a trailer? Right, well, realistically, I have no clue what the car is because it's just a notification, so I will check that out when I get back. It could be anything.
That could be the Defender.
It could be the Corando, it could be a Mini, it could be anything.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Wow, this is going to be interesting.
As you can see, as press, you can get to all the places that other people can't, which means you can see some really cool things. We're about to embark on our tunnel journey.
Yeah.
You need to always visit Goodwood Revival yearly. Now I'm going to get drowned out a bit here.
Yeah, it's a bit noisy, man.
I was going to say, but it's perfectly acceptable because of what it is. Look at the bright side, it's sunshine and there's no rain, there's no wind.
Weather's perfect. That's a bit quiet today.
I was going to say, when we get through here, it looks like the track's getting a little quieter, yeah. And the sign's ruined. You can't call that ruined though, can you?
Hopefully it'll hold up in here.
Wow. Absolutely immense. And we've reconnected. Welcome back. As you can see, we're at the other side of the track now. And if you see, these are the perfect way to travel around if you've got any mobility challenges. We've got a series here in front of us as well.
Yeah, I'd say, is that a series 1 or 2? Yeah, I'd say, is that a series 1 or 2?
I'd say 1.
No, it's a 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually got door handles, Ben.
Why, did the earlier ones not have?
No, I'd be a series 2.
So what year's that?
Oh, 61, 62.
There we go, we've got the series there, and looks like there's some bikes.
Ben, there's a series 1 there, you see.
Ah, yeah, but that is not a standard series. That looks a bit prototype, that.
Yeah, look a bit different. Right, we're going this way now.
So here we are.
Land Rovers.
Now this you do want to stay tuned to because you will see some of the retro styling and buildings and all types of things that we get to witness every year at Goodwood Revival. It's crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, you're speechless, aren't you? It's quite astounding the level of detail that goes into this.
These fake buildings they put up as well. Some fake buildings. I see you cross the road as well there.
As you can see, the series Land Rover's just basically dumped on the side of the road everywhere.
Series 2A. Another series 2A.
Lots of shops. everybody goes to so much trouble to dress up to look the part. And also one thing to note is, if you are hoping to get into the paddock, you do have to dress in the spirit of Goodwood Revival. Otherwise you will not get through the paddock gate. I think that's quite an incentive to get dressed up. As you can see, we've got Bendix in front of his butlers. There's usually a Kenwood store here as well. I can certainly see
Ben Porsche dealership on the left.
And look, Rensport and Porsche.
Very nice 356.
And yes, a working garage for Porsche and Michelin at the top as well. There's a Motul garage there, and
lots and minis.
I was going to say, it makes sense with Motul.
There's
SU carburettors, Maguire's, a Games Room Company, and all manner of vehicles. And lots of classic bikes as well, with Goodwood pretty much everywhere.
Mini Countryman is back there.
Look at all these scooters as well, my word, and mopeds. And there's some fine minis and a mini pickup, and
it's a Renault truck.
As you can see, there's Motul. If you'll remember, I think it was the first time we came to Goodwood. Ooh, Butler's Farmhouse cheese is one of my favourites.
Bendix.
Yes, I do like Bendix mint chocolates as well. Anyway, as I was saying about Motul were quite instrumental in the TVR Griffith that we saw the launch of. I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago. I'm kind of losing track now.
Most commercial ice cream van.
If you look down there, there's House of Tweed, and there's the grandstands behind us, and you can see the screens to the left of us as well. Everybody is still sporting their finery as they walk down. Now, one of my favourite highlights of this journey is the cheese on toast shed on the right hand side, and I think it's Get a Brew or something along those lines. So you can get cheese on toast and a cup of tea, so you're perfectly sorted out when you come to Goodwood. You can even get a pint and a pie.
You can, and there's pop-up pubs and things as well.
Yes. I'm quite impressed at how this hold is living. I'm getting a little tired now. Live is holding, maybe.
MGTC right there. TD. Sorry, it's a TD with a TD.
Big tops galore. And it's like a cross between a bar and a garage. Looks like we're in a street race. Yep, street race over, and we won.
Is that a tobacco shop or something?
As you can see. Yeah, it's quite staggering. Yeah.
And all the marshals are wearing brown coats.
Yes.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Everybody is dressed in the spirit of Goodwood Revival, which is staggering. Yeah. There's a guy with his tweed jacket trying to get through with about 17 pints.
It's interesting that actually the day is a lot later, because it's after 6 o'clock and it's still packed.
It's still bustling.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it?
Goodwood Revival never sleeps. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning as well, with lots of hijinks from the pre-66 era.
It's a Coleman's shop there.
Pint,
yeah. Pint at Coleman's.
Goodwood organic food, where we get burgers, and the food's really good. As you can see, we're not seeing too many cars now, but you can see what goes into building Goodwood Revival every year.
I think there's a Standard Atlas. It says a Standard Atlas there. 59 Standard Atlas pickup. Those are very, very rare.
I like that sloping pickup line at the back as well.
We must be nearly there now.
The Lucky Leap bar, burgers and sausages, and fries. As you can see, there is the famous Goodwood Circuit. All is quiet on the Western Front.
Play dart.
It's something for you to
There's a
experience.
javelin.
Yeah. And it looks like we're getting smoked in the street race. The guy in the yellow cap has smoked us. It looks like the final stretch, and we are catching
We're
him.
going to get off in a second.
Oh, we're going for it.
And there's a javelin there.
And we've taken the lead again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here. What's it?
As you can see, there's the Land Rovers
There we
and
go.
the car park.
Yeah, we're here all weekend, so I might see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cheers. have a
That was great. Thank you very much. So there we go. We'll walk to the car park now, see what's in the car park.
There's a series.
Yeah, that's a Series 1, you can tell, because
Series
it's,
1, yeah.
there's pretty much nothing to it. There's not even a grill, it's just a bit of wire.
Yeah. Calvin?
Ah, that's the one that you saw before.
Yeah.
So,
Well done, see ya.
thank you. Bye bye. As you can see, we're now leaving Goodwood and we're going to be heading into the car park and see what's in the car park. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Willie's Jeep waiting at the stop sign with another Willie's Jeep. Thank you. So yes, tune in tomorrow for a live and we'll have a proper walk around the cars and the paddock. I tried it before but the signal died and I have no clue why. So there you are, that's day one of Goodwood Revival, and thank you for joining us. The guys are still there and it's all quiet.